Yo, welcome back. See, look, I know we late, but I was stuck in some traffic, you know what I'm saying, traffic problems and whatnot. But welcome back to another episode of Player versus Team, aka PVT. I am your host, Moo. I'm back with my boy, Willie Beeman.
And How y'all doing?
To give you just a quick little rundown, quick show. Not gonna be here for too long, not gonna take it too much of your time. We know it's Thursday, and everybody gotta get back to work tomorrow morning. So we are just going to give a quick little rundown about some Colorado primetime problems, a little key matchups going into week 3 of college football, and converse about the game that happened a little bit tonight, and then we will get it out of here.
Work for me.
All right. So starting off, we're going to go ahead and just knock out the game tonight. Quick thoughts about the game tonight. How are you feeling about the Dolphins going forward?
I don't like where they're going to be sitting without Tua. That man needs to retire. He's had too many concussions. I think I saw Dez Bryant say something on social media on my way home saying that he needs to retire. And again, it's just it's sad. It's really, really sad. But I think he does need to retire. And if he's not 100%, it takes a lot of that downfield effectiveness away from the Dolphins because you can't hit Tyreek. You can't hit Jalen Waddle. Now you're depending more of a medium pass game with your running backs. Mostert was out tonight. Hopefully he'll come back. A-Chain was somewhat effective tonight.
Yeah, but trying to come back from the ankle injury.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough sledding for the Dolphins without Tua, because that whole team, the whole passing game was built around him.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough. Buffalo looked great. I've never been a James Cook fan per se, but he really did show through the net. He had a 49-yard touchdown run, excuse me, and he looked really good. So it's the first time I see him score multiple touchdowns. So don't do your thing, James Cook. But yeah, this thing was over before halftime. This thing was done.
Yeah. Give me your quick analysis on the rookie Keon Coleman.
I like Keon. I got him on a few fantasy teams. I like him a lot. He's got good downfield speed, good body control, can stay in bounds when he has to. You saw that when he was in college. Great hands, great speed. He might have to gain a little bit of muscle to make sure he doesn't get jammed at the line. But other than that, I like Keon a lot.
I like that assessment. I'm not gonna lie to you. Starting off with the Dolphins, it's tough to see Tua suffer yet another head injury. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like if there's anybody who should have utilized the new equipment with the extra padding on the helmet, I feel like he should have been first in line. Just looking at your history and looking at the outlook of how you have dealt with those type of injuries and how those injuries have affected you, I feel like you should have been the first person in line to get with one of those padded helmets, extra paddings for safety, especially if you want to continue to play at a high level. If you don't want to be forced to retire, that is something that you might want to look into. Specialized helmet to where there's extra padding, and then adding that extra padding that they're allowing players to wear during the season as well, just to make sure that your career extends the way that you want to extend it. That is, if you don't want to retire and you want to be the guy who, you know what I'm saying, doesn't want to let injuries define him, and you don't want to go out like an Andrew Luck or anybody else. We can understand that, right? But at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself, right? Take care of yourself, take care of your family. And that comes with being safe on the field. So, like I said, it sucks to see. There's a narrative that people are trying to push that, you know, Damar Hamlin is the one who injured him and stuff like that. Like, let's not push narratives like that out here on these guys, because it's already tough enough for them to deal with. One of their brothers, you know, getting injured on the field. And regardless of the fact that they're on the same team, that still is brotherhood amongst all those football players. So it's hard enough to see one of their brothers getting injured on the field, and seeing him in that position. And then on top of that, hearing the narrative that you're the one who caused the injury, especially depending on, or especially considering the history that DeMar has himself. So let's not start those narratives. I already seen a few of them. There's already a few Instagram tabloids trying to, get ahead of that. But as far as the Miami Dolphins as a whole, to me, they've looked shaky from week one. It seems like they're trying to work in a new offense, which is weird because Mike McDaniels is the one who mainly calls the offense. So I don't really see the feel or the need for a new system, but everything looks robotic-y, doesn't look smooth, right? Like before. We see we've seen how the handoffs, we've seen the play action, we've seen how he goes through his progressions and stuff like that. And it doesn't look good, right? And honestly, Mel, you're right. I honestly felt like he shouldn't have took off. I'm not gonna lie to you. The type of player that you are, you're not built for those kind of hits, right? You didn't take them in high school. You didn't take them in Alabama. You rarely taken them. You started taking them in the league, and now we're starting to see what happens. So it's like, yeah, you should. I feel like I said that as soon as it happened. I was like, yeah, no, first of all, you shouldn't have even took it off. Like, you shouldn't have even taken off. And if you are going to take
out of bounds, something.
Thank you. Well, it's thrown out of bounds.
Throw it out of bounds, something.
But
something. You got to preserve yourself.
Exactly. The type of player that you are, there's no way you should have taken off.
Nope.
Throw it out of bounds, get down, take a sack. I don't care, bro. But there's no way that you, out of all caliber players, should be taking a hit like that. Like, there's absolutely no way. So I definitely believe like he was part of the problem. Like, I've been telling guys this, whether it's Tua, whether it's the guy they're playing with, Josh Allen, whether it's Jaden Daniels, I've been telling guys this literally since college, bro. Like, college, that running over people stuff, trying to grind out extra yards, that's gonna work in that game. It's not gonna work in the NFL. Get your ass down. Live to fight another day, because the injuries that we see happen because quarterbacks don't want to get down, or you guys want to be macho and fight, it's not worth it.
Nope.
It's clearly
not at all. Not at all.
So when it comes to Tua, like, yeah, bro, y'all got to learn to start getting down. And then Josh Allen, he was complaining about a hand issue last week. Well, get down, bro.
Get down, man.
You're a quarterback. You're the most valuable person on the team. Yep. We've seen how the offense works without you. So protect yourself at the end of the day, right?
And there's no backup to speak of with the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson.
I was gonna say Skylar Thompson, bro. We don't know who that guy is. Like, I'm just keeping it in me. We don't know who that guy is, right? And even with the Bills, Mitch Trubisky is their backup, but it's like, we've seen him. We know how he is.
Right.
So it's like, protect yourself, protect your asset, protect your brand, right? So y'all can continue to work in the bag and bring in the bag. But as far as Miami, just their offense looks wonky. Their defense looks a lot better than what I expected it to look, but their offense looks very, very shaky. It looks more shaky than I thought the Bills' offense was actually going to look like. The Bills' offense looks smooth. It's running very, very well. Keon Coleman's getting his touches. Khalil Shakir has emerged as the true number one for that team, which
he looks good. He looks
good. Very, very good. The O-line looks strong. The defense still looks good. Like, the Bills are still a team to be reckoned with. I still don't like Josh Allen, but hey, he's not my cup of tea. But hey, that's fine.
Don't you just like that, man?
I mean, hey, I'm not a Josh Allen fan. I understand why people are. I get it. You feel me? I was supposed to go to Wyoming with him and be in the same recruiting class with him, but hey, it's fine. It is what it is. But I think that the Bills are probably going to end up surprising a lot of people, especially in that division, going forward.
Oh yeah.
Because they look good. James Cook is solidifying himself.
3 total touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, solidifying himself as a top back in this league, man. And I think he's trying to command that respect. So I respect him for that. And let's hope. I'm hoping they we'll see how they go. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to this college football thing. Like we said, it's going to be a really quick show today. We're not going to really take up too much of our time. Do you think that Colorado Primetime and the Buffaloes are poised for a repeat season of last year?
Now that I look at them and you actually see all their issues, you can't run the football effectively.
Mel
I
getting
don't
called.
think they're. I don't think they're. I don't think they're gonna have a repeat of last year. I really don't. I really don't.
Are you
They got
seeing better or worse?
worse,
Hmm.
and I don't know. And I don't know if because the same problems they had last year look like they've magnified themselves. Go back and look at the weaknesses from last year. They couldn't really run the football effectively last year. The defense couldn't hold anybody. They've given up, but particularly in their primetime games, 48, 42 points, not stopping anybody. And they don't try to run the ball because they can't run it effectively. They're still small on both sides of the line. I think it's going to be worse. I think it's
I
going to
think
be worse.
that's the. No, I mean, I can understand why you say that because just looking at the outlook. Well, I don't want to put too much into the Nebraska game. Main reason being, I don't put too much into the beginning of the season. I think once teams start to find their identity and start to gel, that's when you can really start to assess the team. But just looking at the outlook of last year, looking at the outlook of this year, it to me, right? And I say this about every single team. I said this about the Raiders on Sunday. You can't go away from the ball or from the run and then portray that we can't run the ball. It's like you didn't try to run the ball. You got to try to run the ball. You got to get your linemen.
Yeah, at least try.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least try.
My coach always used to have a so-called script at the beginning of the football game, right? First 10 to 15 plays are run plays. I got to get my linemen running. I got to get them going. I got to get them up. This is true too. And I'm going to get to that point in a second, but I got to get my linemen going, right? I got to get my linemen up. I got to get that motor running. I got to get that brain working. I got to get their contact. I got to get them awake, right?
Yep.
So that first 10 plays, that's just to get my linemen going, right? When linemen tend to sit back and pass pro too long, they get bored. You can ask them straight up. They get bored. They're not active. They're barely getting contact. They're sitting back. They're waiting. They're not going out and attacking. That's what they're for. That's what they need, right? You got to get your big guys going. You got to get them going. And the first 10 to 15 plays, that's what that's for. So you can't run the ball once, maybe twice in a series or in a drive and think that's going to get some going. Nah, you got to get your boys going. You got to get your guys going.
You got to, even though you can't run it, you got to put the effort out there. You got to put the effort out there. You do.
Try it. Shit. Keep running and keep running. Like when Derrick Henry in the Ravens, Zamir White in the Raiders, you can't, if you're going to run a dive or a power straight into the nose of the defense, well, do it 10 times in a row.
Yep.
Because at some point in time, the nose guard and they're all going to get tired.
Yep.
They're all going to get tired.
Yeah,
so
because
do it 10 times in a row. Make sure that they at least they know that they're up and they feel you. So and when it comes to Shador, like Mel said, they focus too much on Shador. I do think they put too much on that boy's shoulders.
I think so too.
Like you can't be overcentric on your quarterback and expect good things to happen. You gotta let you gotta let your recruits work. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta help him too. You gotta help him too. You gotta give him some. You gotta give him some easy throws, some easy outs. You gotta help him.
Everything
you gotta help.
Be down the field.
Everything's not gonna be down the field like that.
Exactly. It's not gonna be open. You gotta take it through its progressions. You gotta get him used to the flow of the game. And when you run the ball
if you're check down there, take your check down.
Take your check downs, man.
If it's there, it's there.
It's there. They're giving it to you. You might as well take it.
Yep.
Work within the flow of the game. Get your run game going. Get the play action going. If you want to get in the shotgun, if you want to get in the pit, just work within the flow of the game. Don't go out there and try to be overcentric with the throw because now everybody knows what you're about to do.
Right. They're trying to get ghetto fabulous on offense, and you can't always do that.
Work within the flow of the game. If the power's not working, go zone. If the zone's not working, throw some dives in there, right?
Yep.
Throw some pitches, some tosses in there, right? Get creative. And then my last point before I start to talk about Nebraska is take shots.
Yeah.
I don't see, and it's like I don't see nobody taking shots no more. Like in the NFL and mainly in the NFL, but some of the time NFL and then take shots, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta try these DBs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't be scared to try these DBs. I don't know why everybody nowadays is scared to throw a pick. It ain't the end of the world.
Nah.
Y'all gotta try these DBs. Willie, you understand football, right? If I'm going deep, if I try a corner deep one play and I come back and do it again, is that corner gonna be ready to run that third time?
No.
because he's gonna be gassed the fuck
He's gonna
out.
be gassed out. He's gonna be gassed out and tired.
So guess what I'm gonna do? While he's gassed out, I'm gonna go ahead and switch in. I'm gonna put my second receiver in that spot, put my other receiver in the other spot, right? So he can get a nice little breather. Now my second receiver is good. Touchdown.
Yep.
Like y'all got to work within the flow of the game, and a lot of these guys, they're not working within the confines of the game, and it's going to cost a lot of people their jobs. These offensive coordinators, they better wake up and get to doing something because you're not looking good.
They're trying to play it safe, and you can't always play it safe like that.
Thank you. Playing it safe is not what's going to win you football games. You got to take chances. You got to get the run started. You can't be scared to play football. Don't be out there just playing 7-on-7.
Right.
That's what everybody's trying to do. Play football. Get your linemen started. Get your D line started. Let them eat. Let them big dogs eat, man.
Got to.
Let them eat. All right. So, few key matchups coming into college football. This is going to be a main college football show. So, few key matchups coming into college football. We got Boston College at 24 at number 6 Missouri. Now, Boston College is 2-0 right now. And they play some very good football as of lately. I'm not going to sit up here and say that they're poised for this upset, but I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I would not be surprised. Just looking at the outlook of how Boston College has been playing, the opponents that they played the past few weeks, man, they are poised to do some big things. And I think a lot of people should be focused more on the lower side of these rankings more than so the upper side of the
upper side.
We get it. We focus on the top 10, the top 15, right? Top 5. But the bottom 15, the bottom 20, them guys working right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They are coming for some respect right now. And I think a lot of people y'all should be looking out for, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. With Cam Ward at Miami, he has Miami now sitting at number 10 overall in the rankings. How we feeling about that?
The quarterback is awesome.
He is, very much so.
The quarterback is awesome. I love him. I wish Florida State could have recruited him instead of the jackass we got now.
The fall of DJ Uiagalelei should be studied immensely. Needed to be studied with deep depth and detail, bro. Because at Clemson, the boy was nice. And he leaves Clemson, and you see him start to regress, and now he's at Florida State, and I'm like, bro, what happened?
You lose to Memphis?
You are a shell of yourself, dog.
You're not in the top 25 now. You lose to Memphis? Man.
They can't afford 3 bad losses in a row. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know his confidence shot.
It was shot after that. It was shot after that first game, dog.
You know it's good, man. I know when you were in college, you should be a 90% quarterback rate. At least 90 to 80% quarterback rate. This boy is going between 60 and 50% of his passes. Come on now. That's terrible for college. That's terrible. You should be at 80 to 90% completion rate in college. This boy going back and forth between 50 and 60. Come on now. And the defense is solid, but you keep putting them in bad spots.
Yeah, that's true.
That boy.
Man, and it's crazy because I don't even understand why he left Oregon State. You don't leave a team like that to where you're ranked until the end of the season, where I don't even know what the fuck happened. You started to fall out. Like I'm telling you, the downfall of that man has to be studied. Because what happened, dog?
I don't know.
There's no way that you just woke up one day and was like, I'm just gonna be weak.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be weak. Fuck it. I don't even care. I'm 6'5", 2 something, 6'5", 6'6", 2 everything, and I can throw the ball damn near length of the field. I'm just gonna be weak. I'm weak today. I don't get it. But
I don't get it either. I understand it either.
Hopefully they get it together. I don't want to say that this is karma for them not hiring Prime, but hopefully they get it together.
Yeah, it is. Me and one of my boys was talking about that earlier. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cam, if Cam puts together a solid season, then I think the narrative around him changes. Because I know a lot of people are still kind of on the fence about him, especially after the first game. You go after you're playing Florida, right? They're not supposed to be the top tier team, right? So I think with Cam, I think it's going to be interesting to see how this season plays out for him specifically. They do have a really good team over there in Miami, but I think he's a pretty solid player. I'm not gonna lie to you. Really solid arm strength. I don't think he's as accurate as some of the other quarterbacks in this class, but I think that comes along with him getting experience and him getting better.
Right.
But like I said, we'll see. He's a very interesting. Like I said, he's a very interesting player, and I think a lot of people have their eyes on him for a really good reason. Let me see. We got Michigan at 1-1. They took a really bad loss last week. Now they're at number 17, and they're going against a 2-0 Arkansas State.
Michigan's gonna win that game.
They should win this game,
They're
but
gonna win that game.
Arkansas State isn't no slouch this year. They've been playing some really good football as well. This other game is interesting to me though because Oregon State and Oregon, 12:30 on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon had a really tough game last week against Boise.
They did.
Oregon State is a really, really tough team. They're constantly a tough team. They recruit well every single year. I don't know what it is, but they really take care of the guys that they recruit, and they focus on what they need as a team.
It's a rivalry, so that can go either way.
Exactly. It's a rivalry game.
Yep.
Can go either way.
Yep.
I've never been sold on Oregon because they always seem to fuck it up towards the end of the season. So when it comes to Oregon, I'm on the fence, man. I'm not too sure how that's going to really play out. Notre Dame drops down to number 18 after a bad loss last week. Do we think that it's time to stop hyping or stop putting Notre Dame on this pedestal when they do this every single year?
Yeah, because of that track record. This time we took them off the pedals. It's about that time. Because you can't keep promoting that. You can't keep celebrating the same behavior.
That's a good point.
You can't do it.
That's a really good point.
You can't do it. They do it every year. They get hyped up, and then all of a sudden they crash down. You can't you can't reward that performance. You can't. You got to do it all season long.
That's a really good point. That is a really good point because they do that a lot. They do that a lot. They get that hype. They get that they're Notre Dame, the history, the money, all the stuff like that. But it's like they don't do nothing with it, and I think that's the ultimate problem when it comes to Notre Dame. We got Ole Miss at number 5. Lane Kiffin got them boys number 5.
Got them playing.
Got them playing some good football
in the SEC.
In the SEC, Mike.
In the SEC, no doubt.
Texas at 2.
Come on
now. Let me ask you a question about Texas, really quick. How long do you think before we see an Arch Manning takeover?
If they keep playing the way because they're number 2 in the country going to the AP. If they're keep playing the way they playing, possibly next season, if they keep playing the way they playing. But no, they're playing some really good football right now. I want to see what they do later on in the year. But it could, if they keep playing like this, solid football, and they're playing solid on both sides of the football. It used to be they were just on one side, or you get a great defense or a great offense. They're playing well on both sides of the football. They keep playing like this, you might not see Archie Manning until next season.
Because Quinn Ewers is playing well. Football. He's playing really well right now. Looking at before we get to wind down here, looking at the outlook of this top 25, right? You got Georgia 1, Texas 2, Ohio State 3, Alabama 4, Ole Miss 5, right? right? Ole Miss 5, Mizzou 6, Tennessee 7, Penn State 8.
I still say Tennessee a fraud, but go ahead.
I think so too. I swear, I think
They're
so
a fraud.
too. They pump faking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oregon at 9,
Mm-hmm.
Miami at 10, USC at 11,
Mm-hmm.
Utah at 12, Oklahoma State at 13, KSU, Kansas State at 14, and OU, Oklahoma State at 15. Now, the reason why I did the top 15 is because we do now have a 12-team playoff this year?
12-team playoff. Mm-hmm.
We did say Tennessee is some frauds.
Tennessee a fraud.
Because I don't trust them either. But do we really think that Ole Miss and Mizzou are poised to make a playoff this year?
I don't think Missouri is.
I don't think. I mean, jury's
I don't
out.
think Missouri is.
But we could potentially see.
I'm on the fence on Ole Miss. I really am on the fence. But
I am too because it's Lane and
yep.
I've dealt with Lane before, more in a professional setting. If you know, you know. But the fact that we could see a playoff or a national championship that potentially don't got shit to do with Bama or Georgia or Ohio State would
That'd be cool with me.
Insane.
That's cool with me. That is cool with me. I ain't complaining.
Because LSU's already 1-1. They've already dropped down to what? 16.
Yep.
They take another bad loss.
I want somebody, man. If Alabama don't make it, that means I got to hear that old punk ass Paul Finebaum. I ain't got to hear him. Nope.
That's true. You know, Paul.
Nope. I can't stand the man. Look, college football is more than just the SEC now.
It is. It's true.
Come on now. Hey, Paul Finebaum. But this the SEC that no.
I don't know, man. This is gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just looking at the outlook of all of these seasons, all of these games, this is gonna get interesting because you got a lot of teams. Like, man, even Friday, right? Friday, you got a matchup between Oregon State or Kansas State and Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
2 ranked teams.
Yep.
So like that automatically implications, and don't let one of these guys get upset because the way the rankings are going this year. Some of y'all ain't gonna last. I'm not.
They'll drop you out. They'll drop you out.
They'll drop you out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get these final thoughts, like we said, we're not gonna be here for too long. Not gonna be here for too long. Okay. We seen the Bills and the Dolphins. All right. Actually, your thoughts about them Saints last week, man?
They look good. They look good. I gotta give Derek Carr his props. He was hyped up during the whole game. I like seeing that version of Derek Carr. He was pumping his fist, talking shit. He was talking shit to the cornerbacks up there. They were the offensive line played well. They opened the holes this wide. I ain't seen Alvin Kamara look good in a while. The defense played extremely well. But let's be real. Great win, but in this hand, you played the Carolina Panthers.
This is true.
The worst team in the NFL, by far. Can anybody tell me they're not? So now the test comes in to where you play the Dallas Cowboys. A better defense, an offense that can score, a mobile quarterback, so to speak, in Dak. That doesn't run a whole hell of a lot, but he can run.
He can run. This is true.
So your test is coming. If you pass this test, then you've done something. But until I see it, because you got several tests on this schedule. You got Dallas this year. You got KC a little later on. Kansas City a little later on. Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah, great win on one hand. Fantastic. You want to know. Great. But now you got the Dallas Cowboys. And people tell me Dallas isn't that great. Well, when you come into a game where our offensive line is not the best, we don't know. We still don't know what Trevor Penning is. So you got Michael Parsons and the crew on that line. It's a test, man. And if they pass, that's great. I don't expect them to. I think they get the loss here, but we'll see. If they win, I'll be a happy camper. But I think they lose.
I think, like you said, they played a great game, but we do have to understand that they did play the Panthers, so that is something to take into consideration. After watching the Dallas and the Cleveland Browns game last week, I do think that Dallas is susceptible. I don't think that Cleveland capitalized on enough of Dallas's mistakes, and Deshaun Watson just doesn't look very good this year.
No, didn't look good last year.
Yeah, didn't look good last year. I don't think he's mentally here or ready to play football just yet. But story for another time. But like I said, I do think the Cowboys are susceptible. I don't think that their defense is really the same. You lose a veteran in Stephon
Gilmore,
the boy Gilly. You got Trayvon that's still coming back from injury. They are working with the backup corner right now because Deron Bland is hurt, so they are susceptible. We understand that Trayvon Diggs likes to take shots. They are going back and forth between Rico Dow and Ezekiel Elliott. I don't think that there's a really set person in that backfield, which can probably get them kind of in trouble.
You don't think we'll see any of Dalvin Cook?
Not yet. I don't think so. I liked the way that the Saints offense looked last year, or this year, this past game looked explosive. I like the fact that they're getting all of their guys involved. Foster Moreau's looking really good. Chris Olave is looking explosive.
Juwan Johnson looked great.
Juwan Johnson is looking absolutely amazing right now.
Yep.
That defense is looking really good. You guys got DBs and corners out the fucking yin yang. So there is no shy of personnel that you guys can throw with CD and Brandon Cooks and whatnot. Like I said, the Cowboys are susceptible. I mean, I think if a couple of big plays can swing momentum, I think you guys might be able to get them. I don't expect the Saints to win, but I do think that this is a possibility that you guys might be able to swing an upset this week.
I hope so, man. We need it. We need all the confidence builders that we can damn get. But like I say, we got the Chiefs coming up on the schedule with Patrick Mahomes. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really big challenge as well. But I do think you guys have the personnel to compete. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just looking at the personnel of the Saints, I think you guys have the personnel to compete really with any team in the league. It just comes down to how they play on a Sunday,
right.
Or Thursday or Friday or Saturday, however people want to classify it. But I do think that they silenced that a lot of critics or a lot of people after this past game. Just looking at the outlook of the game, ignoring the opponent, but looking at everything that they did well.
Right.
I think that they had a really solid game. As far as for me, the Raiders and the Ravens, this is going to be a really tough game for us. Lamar Jackson and them boys coming off a L, so of course they're going to look to prove themselves. It's going to be interesting to see. They got the 10 a.m. slot for me out here in the West, so that should be a very interesting game. I'm hoping to see the run game established a little more. Work within the flow of the offense, get our defense, or get our guys involved. Defense can't get your ass kicked. That's exactly what happened last week. Y'all got your ass kicked straight up. Yeah. I'm not even gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Y'all got your ass kicked, especially in the late moments of that game. So I'm expecting defense to step up. Max Crosby get a lot more pressure. As I said, you got your ass kicked.
He's your star. So
did you, Christian Wilkins. Y'all got your ass kicked as a on defense as a whole, to the point where it frustrated y'all, where y'all started fighting. So hoping the grown ass man out there is supposed to be doing their jobs, but end up fighting. It's a disappointment because y'all was out there getting y'all ass kicked.
Yep.
Do better. Watch the film, get back on the line and do better.
Agreed.
Other than that, we got the Sunday night game, Bears-Texans. Caleb, CJ. Caleb didn't really have a good outlook on Sunday.
And he will have one this week.
I was going to say, do we see him poised for a bounce back this Sunday?
No. Noah Dunzier, he's out.
That's right.
He's out. I still don't think Kellen Allen is looking as good as he possibly can. He's looking slow out his breaks. He's looking heavy. He was looking heavy in camp.
He looks old. I don't like
Yeah,
I keep saying it,
old. Yeah,
but
yeah, old.
it's old.
And I think that defense is enough to contain that running game with Swift and Khalil Herbert. So yeah, look, Gerald Everett and Cole Kmet, no, that's not going to work either. I don't see Caleb having a bounce back. This isn't the week for that.
I mean, I'm hoping that offense can gel and get, going how it's supposed to be going. The defense took a little while to wake up last week. So hopefully now they're going forward. They should be up, alert, out and about, ready to go, ready to rock, to give Caleb some better opportunities to score on offense. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a learning curve. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle, especially for somebody like him who has the hype around him. But as far as overall QB, I guess you could say freshman quarterback play, rookie quarterback play, they've not been too good. Nothing has been impressive or jumping off the screen, but they have been confident. They've been poised. They've been accepting of every challenge. So that's one thing I can say that they've been doing very, very well. And I just hope that they continue to build. Like my boy Mel said, the Bears.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it. That's a good Houston Texans team, man.
It is a very good Houston Texans team, though.
Very good Houston Texans team.
Very good last week.
And very solid on defense. I don't see it.
They looked very good last week. CJ is looking like he's, still walking in that same lane.
Joe Mixon showing he's still a number one running back.
Joe looked so explosive week one. It was crazy. Like that change of scenery.
He got it, man.
Stephon looked really good. And I know there's a lot of been and out of narratives around him. He looked really good. Just they got the ball spread around. Defense looks good. They got their tight end involved. The Texans look really good.
Yep.
And I think barring injury on either side of their ball, they are poised for probably a top seed in this league.
Oh yeah.
But we don't want to talk too much football because me and Mel are going to be on here talking some football tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I will be mobile in the whip, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Willie, go ahead and give us your final thoughts, mate.
First of all, I just want to say, fuck Rod Manfred. Let's go Saints. Hopefully they can get that win against Dallas. Hope everyone had a good fantasy football week like I did. I had a pretty good fantasy football week. So
it was up and down. I lost too, but the rest were wins.
Yeah. I won in the leagues that was most important.
There you go.
And I just want to say one thing real quick. Green Bay, y'all need to quit tripping. No good and damn well Jordan Love ain't gonna play. You got that man listed as doubtful.
Look, man, thank you.
Come on now.
Thank you.
Come on now. Stop tripping. No, that man ain't gonna play.
Take that boy off the doubtful list. Put him on IR.
Yep. Take him off doubtful. Put him on IR. Put him out. Put him out.
IR. Out. Put him out. Okay.
Stop it, man.
That's a $250 million quarterback.
Yeah. You up here tripping. Tell me, I believe in Jordan. I believe in Jordan. I believe. Okay. I believe. Okay, you can believe all you want. But he ain't gonna play. What you gonna do? Put him out there on one leg?
Yeah, go ahead and go put Malik Willis in there, or go sign Ryan Tannehill like y'all about to. No,
don't make no sense to me. No,
don't do that. Ain't no wrapping it up. Ain't no put the shots in there. Ain't no sit that boy on the bitch.
I'm gonna put that man on IR. Let me get that time off. Just like they did Puka.
Yep.
So go on, do what you got to do.
Yep. Hey, with that, and y'all see his black splash, right? Y'all see in his background. Geek Gauntlet podcast. Make sure y'all tune in Saturdays. He be going crazy with the squad over there. They got some dope ass shit popping over there. I'm telling y'all, all things geek, game, anime, comics, mangas, everything that you know that's associated with geeks, nerds, all of that. I'm telling you, it be lit. Y'all see my stuff over here. I got the anime backsplash with the, you know what I'm saying, all my guys on here, my main guys. You feel me? I got my comics sitting right here behind me. I'm telling you, Y'all got to go tap in with my boy. Okay,
Check it out. Come on. All y'all are welcome. Come on over.
Come on there, check it out. Pop in the chat. If you want to be a guest, please don't hesitate to ask. DMs are always open.
Yep.
But y'all know what it is. It's been another episode of PVT. Make sure you guys go tap into the rest of the shows throughout the rest of the week. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be on here talking some more football. Me and Mel are going to go ahead and get into it about this Tyreek Hill situation, about Tua going in about week 1.
We talking about Shannon Sharp.
Oh, and we're gonna be talking about Uncle Shay's extracurricular activities. We're gonna try to keep it PG, so you know what I'm saying, we don't be banned and whatnot. But we will be talking about Shannon Sharp's zoo adventures. He was in there growling like a bear. So make sure y'all tune in to PVT Friday tomorrow, 7 p.m. Western time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So
we're gonna find that Michelle, damn it. We're gonna find this Michelle.
Oh yeah, we gonna get Michelle. And honestly, before I even continue, I don't even care who Michelle is, Shay. Uncle Shay, I don't care who Michelle is. Only thing I want to know is she thick, dog?
Right.
That's it. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Brother, you good, dog. You feel me?
But you know what? Though? My thing is this: through my experience with IG Live, and it came out his own mouth that it was an accident. But through my experience with IG Live, it's two things. First, there's too much shit you got to do to get on IG Live. That's number one. Before you even broadcast, there's too much shit you got to set up to get on IG Live. Then number two, he said somebody else cut the feed off on his IG Live. Last I checked, can't nobody remotely cut your IG Live feed off. Only you can cut your IG Live feed off through your phone. So I think old boy got some more explaining to do.
I think so, because you can't
right now, and you can't go on IG Live by accident. You can't.
I don't know, man.
There's no way, and you can't can't nobody cut your IG off live remotely.
He cut it off.
He cut it off, and then make it so bad. Chad right there agreeing with him.
Man, look, man.
I got it. Yeah, bruh.
Hey, man,
you talking to a technician here? I'm just saying.
I just did it on my phone. What Willie's saying has validity to it because I just did it on my phone. Okay, it's not like you just press a button on the app and you just bow your IG Live. You got to go through a few things.
Yeah,
get there.
Yeah, go do some shit to get the IG Live.
You know what I mean? So,
and I love Shannon to death. Don't get me wrong. I love him to death, bro. We love you, but you they're gonna tell it real, man. Just keep it real.
I'm not saying you was doing it on. I'm not saying.
Come on now, man.
You know what I mean? All I say is, you got a little freak in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no wrong with it. He represented the brothers, but just don't call it an accident. That's all I'm saying.
Off that Uncle Shay Laportier. You know what I mean? Talking to her in the man. He said, I'm not even gonna say it. Look, check this out. Make sure y'all tap in.
How you said? That's my Michelle.
Look out.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
The growling though, gang. When he growled like a California grizzly bear, I lost my shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I lost it.
That man needs cardio.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. My boy was breathing hard, but he said on the interview last night, he said that he was already in it for like 20 minutes before the live had popped up. So I'm like, all right, bro. You feel me? But you feel me?
So wait a minute. So you was in it 20 minutes before the live popped up. But the live all of a sudden popped up after that 25. Oh, okay.
See, and that's the thing. I thought like he popped the Shea Bean. He was off the Shea Laportier.
He was on that road.
And, you know what I mean?
Was on that road. That's what
you know what I mean? He was straight Zootopia owner. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to Uncle Shay. We will talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. Like I said, make sure y'all tune in to Inside the Huddle because it's gonna get crazy in there tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, 7 p.m. Western time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Basket on Monday. Make sure, like I said, on Saturdays, tap in with my boy, the Geek Gauntlet podcast. You don't want to fucking miss it. You see Superman in the back. I know you see Luffy back there with Ichigo. Y'all know what y'all getting yourself into. So make sure y'all tap in with that.
Yes.
Tuesdays we ain't doing shit. Sometimes we might bring you basketball on Tuesdays, just depending on how we working on Mondays. Wednesdays we got Gentlemen's Talk, which is gonna be a really dope episode. Make sure you guys tune into that, and then we're back here on Thursday for PBT. So with all that being said, appreciate everybody for sliding through. Appreciate my boy Mel. We had a couple watchers in the chat. Couple people in the queue that don't want to say no. Like I said, don't be shy. If you want to come on the show, just please reach out, ask us. We're nice. We don't bite. We love to hear people's talk. We love to hear people's conversation. Just to keep people thoughts up there. Come on the screen. We want you on the screen.
We don't bite unless your name is Michelle.
Unless your name is Michelle. Michelle, we need the exclusive. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You can be incognito. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got to see your name. Nobody got to see your face. Nobody got to see none of that. You know what I'm saying? We can disguise the voice, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But Michelle, we need the exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, did that growl make you growl? You know what I mean? I'm trying to know. You know what I'm saying? Did that growl get the juice is flowing?
Yeah, we got all the voice disguises.
That was it right there. That was it right there. That was the growl voice.
That was the growl voice. Okay.
Man, I'm telling you, dog. He was in there with his James. He was in there with his James Earl Jones on. Okay. Rest in peace to my boy. He was in there with that James Earl Jones. Okay.
Yes. Rest in peace.
So, but yeah, without further ado, appreciate y'all for sliding through. Make sure I catch the rest of the show throughout the rest of the week.
Later, y'all.
My boy Willie. But we will catch you guys next week. Peace.
Girl, you rockin' like